In the beginning, there was only the void, a vast, endless sea of swirling cosmic dust, absence of both time and form. It was out of this silvery haze the first life formed in the universe, the primordials. One of these primordial gods, Io, the world shaper, surveyed the vast nothingness of the astral plane and cleared great empty pockets of space into the void and surrounded these spaces with thick crystal shells through which the astral sea could not penetrate. Inside these spheres, Io then created the material plane, including stars, planets, and first inhabitants, dragons. Satisfied, Io waited several millennia for this creation to grow and flourish. Over time, curiosity grew within Io, and it wanted to explore this material plane, so Io willfully split itself into two halves, body and soul, and created a new world, named it Branfell, and locked his soul inside as a failsafe in case its material form were destroyed. During one of its explorations, an ancient race of origins unknown to even Io, calling themselves the Illithids, encountered Io's material form. Landing their ships on Io's back, these Illithids quickly discovered the true nature of what they had found and began to slowly arrest Io's mind using their psychic powers. They first confused Io by trapping it within its own mental prison, then began to manipulate Io's ability to control Dragonkin. However, this was as far as they could go, and soon discovered that while Io's soul remained free, they could never truly control all of its powers. For over 1,000 years, the two, Illithids and Io, drifted the astral plane together, Io searching for an escape from its mental prison, and the Illithids searching for Io's soul to unlock its remaining powers. Unfortunately, the Illithids were the first to succeed. We find our heroes traveling aboard their trusty Damselfly-class vessel named the Troubadour, attempting their best to stay one step ahead of the mind flayers relentlessly searching for them. Though now lost in the vastness of wild space, our heroes have found refuge on the Rock of Brawl, a place well protected and a place where many go to forget their past and carve out a new life amongst the stars. Our heroes have experienced much of what wild space has to offer, turning themselves into a hardened crew, battling void fiends, nightmares of all shapes and sizes, and even the dreaded vampire Captain Black Mustache. Winning fame and fortune on the rock, our heroes have certainly made a new life for themselves. In the 6 months following their victory against the dreaded vampire captain, they've managed to continue carving out their own niche on the rock. Bjorn has entered the fertilizer business with a local farmer, gathered quite a collection of fauna on the rock, and has continued to grow his relationship with the mysterious miniature giant space hamster that communicates with him telepathically and simply refers to itself as Boo. Winnie has dedicated her time to study, both mental and physical. She dedicated herself to learning Semaphore and everything she can about mind flayers and ways to fight them. Winnie has even tried her hand in the local arena, trying out some of her newest learned fighting styles. Mew continued to grow her monastic knowledge by focusing on concepts of life and death, mercy and wrath. Using her meditation sessions, Mew would also focus on her sisters and what she's become without them. Continuing to hone her skills, she would seek additional solitude at night. However, she would always return every morning. Over the last 6 months, word of something called the Night Prowler had begun to circulate through the local taverns. Over the last 6 months, Vigga has continued her training and even revisited the arena from time to time, making quite a name for herself, remaining, as of yet, undefeated. She would be known to pair with Winnie on occasion and form a team known as Rager and Ranger. In the evenings, her and her pet fox Fluffy would join Bjorn in the local park. Together, they would form a kind of petting zoo for the little kids of Brawl. Drake dove heavily into his books and spent much of his time at the local mage guild learning what he could about Kryn and Io. In the evenings, he would even dedicate some time to teaching Vigga how to read Common. Jax, with the help of Drake, had managed to find a mentor at the local mage guild, someone that had a deeper understanding of the nature of her blood magic. A gentleman by the name of Sinclair Hexbane, or Sin, as he's commonly known, has helped Jax evolve her blood magic, increasing her powers beyond a level even her parents had ever attained. But what of Branfell? What of the Mind Flayers that now scour the universe looking for our heroes? Nearly a year has passed since our heroes left their home Branfell, and while none of them have truly forgotten their home, it has begun to fade into a memory. But today, there isn't much time to dwell on Branfell anyway. They have been summoned by Prince Andrew, invited some private audience. This is a true honor indeed, as Prince Andrew often keeps very exclusive and very private company. To demonstrate that Prince Andrew considers our heroes to be esteemed, he has also granted them 1 hour unrestricted access to his prized Autognome librarian. In exchange, they are to visit the Palace Starhaven that evening for a grand banquet in their honor. What secrets could they unlock from this Autognome? What is the nature of Prince Andrew's banquet? Only time will tell.